Hello everybody, welcome back. I needed a nature break. This sure isn't the dash cam of the Bounder. I'm out in the e-bike today. I just needed to see some more green. Come out here for a ride along the creek. We'll stop down there in a minute. This is part of the Freeport Butler Rails to Trails system. And I like these rural trails that that there used to be steam engines that ran here. I don't think any diesels. I think this was done away with by the time diesels came along. So it's been abandoned for a long time as far as the railroad goes. But I really love the rails to trail system that utilize these old rail beds. It's such nice riding. It's very scenic. Just a nice smooth ride in the woods. So I enjoy these. This is actually why I bought the e-bike. But one of the big reasons. It's just ideal for this. I think I have the pedal assist only turned on to level 2. So it's just kind of mildly helping me along. But this is such easy riding. It's nice railroad, just a nice gentle grade. We're actually going uphill slightly, very slightly. I could bump this thing up to level 5 and we could be cruising. And I might. So this trail, geez, actually a diesel might have used it for a little bit, just for a little ways up here, and it wied off to a cement plant or limestone plant for cement. Armstrong Cement, I believe. I think at one time it was also called Penn-Dixie Cement. But then the rest of the way, it's about 20 miles to Butler. So from Freeport, we left Freeport back behind us, up to Butler's 20 miles. I think about the 3-mile mark, there's an interesting landmark I want to share with you today. It's just kind of a place that I find a little bit of solace. And yeah, but just up here where that's at is where it wied off. And over to Penn-Dixie, and then the rest of the way, the other 16 or 17, 18 miles, is the rest of the way up to Butler. That would have been all steam, I think. Yeah, the rest of the way up there was abandoned, but they still used the short section for a little while. All right, we're gonna get up here a little bit. I parked the e-bike right up there on that kind of a shelf up there, and then the path is up above. But one time when I was a much younger fella, me and a buddy, we made a homemade raft with 2 semi-truck inner tubes, and we built a wooden frame around it to capture them, and then a wooden deck on it, and a cargo box to put sleeping bags and the tent and the cooler and stuff. And we thought, man, it'd be great just to float down the creek. And we camped. It was somewhere right in this section here. We pulled out and we made camp, and we went and we set up tent up on one of these shelves. And we didn't watch the forecast. We didn't know thunderstorms, severe thunderstorms, were going to move in that night. And we actually ended up cooking our dinner in the rain. That was difficult. It was storming, and trying to make a fire and cook some steaks that my buddy snagged out of his mom's freezer. We woke up in the morning and this creek was full, and up in this section and part way up that bank, it was like a foot from coming up on that shelf. This was just flooded. And we're on our homemade raft, and now what do? We put our raft back in this crazy raging creek, because it's a couple miles down to town. And I don't think the trail was developed at that point. That was several decades ago. And I think the old rails were still in there, so it would have made tricky carrying a bunch of stuff, and probably would have had to abandon our raft, I'm sure. But we were young and foolish, and we put our raft in there, and man, down we went. And one of the inner tubes punctured, and we capsized at one point. And got our raft flipped back over and salvaged some of our belongings. But that was quite a trip, quite an experience. Anyway, I just want to take a break here. There's something else I want to show you up here that it's just a nice place. It's a place that I like. And just so you know, I'm getting things wrapped up with the RV. I have all the major stuff done. I got two are kind of little things, and the third is a little bit, but it's very important. And I have a new tool. I got several new tools in, but this one tool is really important. And I'm going to take care of the bounder. And I restocked it. I went and did big shopping. It's all restocked, and I'm starting to get some garage burnout. I've had some good quality time in the garage with some things. So yeah, I'm kind of getting burned out and getting the bounder ready. We need to get out and about. It's kind of dark. It's probably getting towards lunchtime. I mean, it's and I know the camera self-adjusts, so it's probably it's probably darker than what you're seeing. I'm sure the camera has it lit up, brightened some, but it's pretty dark in here. Now, here's the part in the trail where if you didn't know it was here, well, you wouldn't know it was here. But right back here in the trail, there's this it's flat. You can, there was a Y or a railroad switch back here. And the main trail here, this section of it's paved because there's a water treatment plant down there. And so a little ways down it's paved, and then it's not. But there's this little flat down here, and it goes off to the right. And then there's a little railroad bridge up there. Now, and I'm going to pull up there some picnic tables up there. I'm going to There used to be a path. I haven't been up here in a while, so I'm gonna see if I can't get down in there. And I'm sure there's a worn path because it's a good fishing hole, and sometimes people will bike or hike up here and go swimming too. So we're gonna try to get down in there. Okay, there's the bridge. What we can see, what's left of it. It's getting pretty deteriorated, but that's the bridge. That old railroad line went up to that one cement company. Yeah, it's starting to rain a little bit. We could be in trouble here. Okay, we're on top of that bridge right now. You can see the old handrail, the old cable, and here's an old post. So we are on that bridge, and here's that. And there's the paths down to it are pretty treacherous. I think, well, that one over there looks nicer, but it is starting to rain. But you can see there's just a nice, over there's a nice hole, all in here. This is just a nice place to cool off and get in the water or fish. Buffalo Creek's a great place. Anyway, we better, before we get caught under a big rain cloud. My feet's wet. We better get this show back to the car and get back to the bounder. I gotta show you. Yeah, I got some stuff I want to show you. Let's get out of here. Yeah, I just should have mentioned it. Yeah, right here is the bridge. And the clearing, the railroad, the right-of-way is just so overgrown. It's not like the trails here, which has been developed. It'd be nice if they do this section too, because it goes here at this switch. That main thing goes up to Butler. It curves away from the Buffalo Creek, but this line kind of hugs the hillside and goes up through the valley along the creek. This would be a much more scenic section if this part was developed. But yeah, it's pretty overgrown. All right, let's get out of here. Let's see what this e-bike will do. Come on! Almost 24 miles an hour. Just coasting with the throttle on now, maintaining. We're catching up on some people real fast. I better slow it down. Here's the thing about e-bikes, is these trails say no motorized vehicles. Well, yeah, the e-bike has an electric motor, but I think what they really mean is, no dirt bikes and quads, and no gasoline engines, I believe is what they mean. But you'd have to be mindful though. You start whizzing past people dangerously flying by on an e-bike, they'd probably frown on that, and these things would probably be there'd probably be signage too. They'd probably rule out no e-bikes either. So we take it easy. We don't want to upset anybody. Just imagine how picturesque this would be, you know, if the tracks were still here and an old steam engine come chugging up through the valley. The sights, the sounds, the smell, coal fire, steam flying. Yeah, I love these trails. Okay, we're almost back. And Bella is sitting up on the dashboard looking out the windshield. I don't know about her. Yes, there she is. I'm back, Bella. I'm pretty sure Bella will be just all too happy to come out for a while. Okay, girl. There she goes. She said, "Hey, what's in that car? You was in the car without me, huh? Ready?" Get down. No, maybe we'll go for a ride later. Okay. What are you up to? Go, girl, go. Where's that bad kitty next door? No! She knows exactly what the bad kitty is. Here she comes. Here comes Bella. Faster, 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 faster. Shoo! What are you doing? What are you doing? Speak. Arr, speak. No? Speak. Where's that bad kitty at? Where's that bad kitty? Huh? Bella, where's that bad kitty? He says, I don't know, but I'd be chasing it. Where's those bad squirrels at? There was a turtle come up through the yard the other day. Alright, she's going to go take care of her business. She's pretty good about that. She goes in the high grass over there in the field. All this yard, but she'd prefer not to go anywhere in this big yard. Yeah, it's getting about due to be mowed again. That's the old dog kennels. My buddy's grandpap used to raise beagles. Those are the old kennels. Many, many years ago. Did you get done? Did you get done, girl? She says I did get done. Okay, I want to show you this new tool that I bought for the bounder. Yes, I haven't even unboxed it yet. But this has been a very important tool before I put the bounder back on the road again. Very important tool. You'll see why. I think it came in a nice carry case, or just a protective case, a good place to keep it. And it does. Nice. What could this be, huh? Any guesses? Any guesses? Okay. This is a new torque wrench. Oh, it's a beauty too. Oh, it's got some weight to it. That's nice. Now, I already own a torque wrench, but it only goes up to 150 pounds. And the lug nuts on the bounder, oh, that's nice. The lug nuts on a bounder are supposed to be torqued to 180 foot-pounds. So, you know, I just did put all the brake pads on, did all the other work to it, brakes, shocks, blah, blah, blah. And I put the wheels all back on with my air tool, my impact, half-inch drive impact. I don't know what it's rated for, and I have a pretty good compressor. It had a lot of, you know, it should be pretty powerful, but how do you know? If those nuts are supposed to be torqued to 180 pounds, that's how tight they're supposed to be. How do you really know if they're tight enough, or you've over-tightened them? So I like to know for sure where they're at, that they're properly tightened. Okay, I'm anxious to try this out. You know, I want to know how well that my impact gun actually tightened these. I'm guessing not quite tight enough. It'll probably take some more, is my guess. But I set this to 180 pounds. It's what these are spec'd out at for these 5/8 stud on this particular Chevrolet P30 chassis. It's not for all sizes, so you need to look up your own vehicle to see what your own lug nuts are supposed to be. So I want to make sure they're tight enough, but not over tightened. So the torque wrench set at 180 should do it. Now, before anybody says, somebody's likely to say that because there's a myth that when you use extensions that you lose torque, and that myth has been disproven in tool labs. There is a snap-on tool for calibrating these torque wrenches, and they tried it with no extensions and with various length extensions. There's virtually no torque lost when you use extensions. That's an old myth that's been disproven. So we'll see. This thing's supposed to click when it's tight enough. Well, obviously my impact got them tight enough. That's good to know. What I should do is break them all loose, because if it tightened them enough, maybe it over tightened them. Maybe it over tightened them by a little, maybe by a lot. So the proper way would be to break them all loose and tighten them with the torque wrench, not the impact. Maybe run them up close with the impact, but then finish them off with the torque wrench. That one actually felt like it moved a wee little bit, so maybe the impact wasn't too far off. Now, I will go around later, probably once I get the bounder out here in the driveway. Because the way it's parked, actually the one front wheel is barely on the ground. It might actually turn. The whole tire might turn when I go to tighten it up. So I just want to make sure it's kind of sitting out here in the middle of the driveway. It's just easier to do. But I will go over the rest of those and make sure we're good. Anything else? Did I get a new tool? Did I say I got another new tool? Oh yeah. Okay, just a couple of things. Got a new set of deep well, 3/8 drive, deep well, 6-point sockets. They're all shiny. I like them. And look at this, a brand new 1/2-inch drive, snap-on ratchet. My last one I had bought in high school. It's lasted 40 or 41 years I've had that. And then my helper last weekend somehow broke it. I've used it for 4 decades. And I've done a lot of work with it and a lot of tough stuff. Somehow he broke it. But Snap-on has lifetime guarantee. He took it and to work with him, the Snap-on guy stops at his work every week. So he took it and brought me back a brand new Snap-on's latest and greatest, and I'm pretty happy about it. I wasn't mad that he broke it because I knew it was lifetime guarantee. Anything else we got going on? Yeah, here, I should get the other camera. Where is it? Okay. Yeah, I've still been kind of working on the mini bike some. Good many of you have found this project over on my other channel. If you're interested in the mini bike project, come over to Dave's Other Stuff is the name of that channel. Dave's Other Stuff. A lot of nice comments. A lot of new subscribers. It's good to see those of you that have come over. It's welcome and thanks for commenting and all that. And which brings me to what else? There were 2 more things for the bounder I want to do to it. The things that I think are often overlooked as far as maintenance goes. But those are going to have to wait to the next video. I decided to sit out here and maybe edit in the garage. And I realized we're coming up on, geez, about 28 minutes thereabouts. But lately the videos have been getting a little long, so I'm going to cut this off like right now. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll see you soon.